David the Cephalopod. 1. At the California Arts Academy of Arts and Sciences, a sign above the octopus exhibition said, "No flash photography allowed at the octopus tank." I wouldn't want to be on display for the world to see either. It would be too much like my high school in Hong Kong, where words spread like rain clouds in the sky and judgment came down like flashes of light. Octopuses can change colors to blend into the background, I read in the little information box on the side. I thought of how cool it must be to blend into the background at whim, the cells in my body expanding to camouflage me, my cells responding quicker than my heart would. At 27, I had slept with 100 men and I could sleep with 100 more. I guess my body did respond quicker than my heart. 2. The octopus is an amazing creature with 3 hearts, 2 branchial ones that pump blood through each of its 2 gills, while a third is a systemic one that pushes blood through the body. When I was 13, my French teacher David asked me if I would have coffee with him after school. We met on a humid September afternoon at Mido Cafe, where the shutters were always down and sunlight shone through in stripes. He was tall, gangly, and smelled like coffee. I liked the way his pale hand looked against mine, the way his yellow beard looked coarse but was soft to the touch, and the way our eyes were open when we kissed. Octopuses don't have eyelids, so they have no choice but to kiss staring at one another's pupils. 3. 2/3 of an octopus's neurons reside in its arms, not its head. As a result, the arms can problem solve how to open a shellfish while their owners are busy doing something else. The arms can even react after they've been completely severed. When David asked me to buy Trojans from 7-Eleven, I tried to tell him my body wanted something my neurons could not get together fast enough to object. He asked me if I had been with any other men before, and I said sure. I wasn't sure if being finger-banged by another 13-year-old, Jack Whitson, who had announced to his entire rugby team that I was his girlfriend, counted. But I was sure that if I had been with any other man, he wouldn't have mattered then. 4. The octopus is a social cephalopod. When isolated from their own kind, they will sometimes shoal with fish. At school, David spent lunchtimes in the staff room. I spent lunchtime watching Jack play rugby on the field. David would ask me in the evenings if I wanted to go to the movies for once instead of hiding in his cave of a studio. "What would Jack say if he saw us?" I asked. "What could your boy say?" David said. "No one would suspect an older Guaylo with his young Chinese wife," I said. Octopuses love roaming around the seabed, collecting discarded shell halves and carrying them back to their corner. Whenever they got scared or threatened, they would enclose themselves inside these shells. The truth made us retreat. 5. After a long day of foraging for food, octopuses can follow their own mucus trail back home, but they generally use visual landmarks to navigate around their environment. By November, I had learned how to make David smile. Learning how to make David smile meant I knew how to make men smile. I had complete control when I put the tip of my tongue gently in his opening, and when I slapped his chest while sitting on top of him, and when he laid across my bare chest to fall asleep. Then I would slip my panties back on, my bra, my white-collared shirt, my beige skirt, and my leather shoes, and walk home undistinguished in my uniform. At dinner with my parents, I stopped serving my father first. I claimed the first helping of sea bass, the meat white and juice running down the sides, breaking the skin with my spoon. 6. Humans, like octopuses, have almost entirely soft bodies. The only difference between an octopus and a human being is that an octopus has a beak. But I would like to argue that even a human's mouth could turn into a beak when angry. He can snap, draw blood, and break things with his teeth. Jack asked me why I didn't hurt when he entered. I told him he wasn't the first. "You slut," he snapped. "Such a slut." He drew blood. He broke things in his room that night, like staplers, his computer screen, his shelves, his heart. 7. At school, 5 girls in the bathroom cornered me to ask how sex felt. I told them that sex with someone you love felt soothing, like swimming in the Pacific Ocean, but then they laughed. Their shrill laughter severed my nerves. Octopuses don't have any internal temperature regulation, so if you freeze them, you can get them to the point where they fall unconscious. When the principal asked me what had happened since September in the cafe and the movie theaters at his house, my veins turned into ice. He asked me many things like, did he make you do it? Did he make you? I heard them all laughing at the girl who couldn't keep her legs closed, their laughter hacking my limbs. 8. After mating, it's game over for octopuses. Males wander off to die. The female's body undertakes a cascade of cellular suicide, rippling from her optic glands through her tissues and organs. It was 4 p.m. on a cold December Tuesday, and everyone knew why David had been fired. "Come with me," he said at the school gate. "We can go somewhere, anywhere but here." He put both hands on my shoulders, his tentacles wrapped around me, blowing soft, wet kisses on my arms. I wanted the circular suckers to take me and leave a comatose body behind. Maybe the suckers, too slippery, wouldn't hold, and I would have to shove the entire arm down my throat. I felt sorry saying no. I felt sorry he was fired. I watched him walk away, my 2 branchial hearts pump blood through heaving breaths, while the third one pushed sorries through my body. Thank you.